Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about how I created that B-roll that you saw just now. Wasn't that awesome? I'm going to take you behind the scene. I'll show you how I use the camera movements, and I'm also going to show you how I edit and speed ramp to make all that come together. So let's jump into it. I had a lot of fun making it, so I want to share my experience and some cool tricks and tips that will help you to create your perfect B-roll. So the idea for me is to capture the entire setup, shooting the YouTube videos, then take the card out, all the little pieces that goes into this video. So that was my thought process to create that B-roll. Obviously, we have not finished it. Stay until the end to see the finished product, but in the meantime I'm going to show you how I created this B-roll and show you a little behind the scene, including the edit. Alright, so let's jump into it. So what I got here is a Sony a7 III and a Sigma 24mm f1.4, and we're going to take a sequence where I'm setting up this YouTube studio kind of thing with all the lights. Typically I'll bring this mic and I use it for the voiceover, and then I have a headphone for monitoring the sound. So all that sequence before I sit down and start editing. Alright, step one is to have enough lighting. So I have a key light right here. So I'm gonna set up a light at the back here because the first shot I'm thinking is to go and grab the headphone that is right here. Basically take the camera along with the body, move closer, grab it, and then come back. As long as I keep the camera and my second hand at the same flow and move my body, I think that should do it, so that this is always in focus. I'll try to pull the focus with one hand or single finger here, but this is too tight. This is not easy. So if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna switch it over to the lighter G Master, which is the Sony. Okay, sounds good. Move the body together. The focus is on the hand. I'll grab, come up, come down. Alright. Alright, I think that was a failure because of the 24mm. It's not wide enough. It's what I'm trying to get it. Alright guys, so it's night. I scrapped the idea of using the Sigma 24 mainly because it's super heavy and with one finger it's not even moving. That's one reason, and the second is it was very bright outside, so I didn't get that nice reflection, that blue reflection. I feel like it's gonna look good if I have some lighting. So alright, so I'm gonna use the Sony 24mm, as you can see here. Alright, so let's put that. With that in place, let's turn on and make sure that is in 120 frames per second, 1/250th, and then aperture f1.8. ISO, I think I'm gonna have it at 400. I think this is the right distance, so I'm keeping the camera and the hand at the right focus, and then I will move the entire body towards that headset. So that's the plan. So let's see. Awesome. So that's the plan. Let me record it. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think getting in the first shot itself, the chances are very less. I think we nailed it. Oh man, I was trying for half an hour with the Sigma 24. So with the lighter lens, it's much easier because as you can see, it's a breeze to pull the focus with one finger. Since it's light, it's easy to hold up. And look at that, the very first shot, we were able to get it. Let me play. That's awesome. That's the very first shot. Alright, so our first shot is over. So our next step was taking this microphone and then pulling it down. So alright, so here the movement that I wanted is grab by here, push it back, bring it, and down. And I want the downward motion because the previous shot we kind of ended, from the headphone, we just ended like this, so it went down. So I want this to come down. So let's start here. I think it can take one more light. You know, whatever light we can use, let's use all of them. So there is enough light, one from there. So it's always good to have more lights because, you know, you never know. We are shooting at 120 frames per second, so it's gonna be dark. Go here, pull it. So I have to look up. The focus is on my hand tips. So we will keep this distance. Go, turn it, pull it down. That's the plan. So let's record. All right, hand tip, ready. The monitor. I need to find a place to move the monitor because it's causing too much. So look upwards, ready, go. One more time. Think that might have come good. Let's see. I like the light here, you know, the blue and the things like that. It's pretty good because it's kind of both hands are moving together. I feel like when this stops, even the camera stops. So somehow I have to make sure that when I stop, when my right hand stops, the camera still have to move faster. So it'll look good in transition. And we will do some speed ramp. So let's try that one more time. All right, it's recording. The focus is right, I guess. Go, grab, turn, down. Ready. Go, grab, turn, down. I think that might be better. Let me check. Yes, I think I like that. Hey, sorry guys, I need to put you guys down because I need to have this tripod. So I'm gonna put it down here and grab the light. Right now that's the setup. So the plan here is grab this and go up and put it here. So I think it'll be one take. Let's see. So my hand, go down, up, and it was an easy shot. But I didn't plan the end because once I place it there, I wanted to have a pullback shot. So what I'm gonna do is put it back. Try that again. The focus is on my fingertip and then we're gonna go down and catch that. Yes, I think I nailed it. So I guess what I have right now kind of makes sense. Let's put this back into the computer and see how the lighting and things are. All right, now the clips are in the computer. At this point, I'll scrub through the clip and find the starting and the ending point so I understand where to apply the speed ramp. Scrub through, find the starting portion where you wanna start your clip and find the mid portion where you want to really slow down. So in my case, when I'm grabbing it and bringing it down, I think that would be a portion where I want to slow down. So put the cursor there and then do a shift and B on the keyboard. At that point, it will split the clip and then that's my starting point to slow down. So once I find the end point where I want to stop the clip and speed up again, so find that position again, bring the cursor there and press shift and B and then that's it. So now we have three portions. This beginning portion where you want to speed up things or run it normal. The mid portion where you want to slow down very slow or extremely slow. So here at the beginning, I'm speeding it up twice and also at the end, I'm speeding it up twice. And since it's shot at 120 frames per second, the mid portion, we can bring it down significantly slower up to 20%. So depending on how the shot is, how you want to feel, you can play with that. But that's typically the process that I do when I put this clip back into the computer. That this is called speed ramping and it gives a wonderful effect. So in this case, I'm going to put the mid clip at 60% and see how that plays back. And if I'm satisfied, I'll keep it at that. Let's look at in full screen. All right, that was the second shot, so not too bad. So that's just an example how you can play with the speed ramp. First clip ended in downward motion, so I'll look at a starting point where it's gonna come down and then use that as the beginning point and keep on going with the next clips. So that's typically my process, and that's how these clips come together. All right, now back to the rest of the video. All right, once you are happy with the movement of the screen, the next important part is the sound effects. So you want to have that in a nice, those kind of push in push out sounds, and that's gonna make it dramatic effort. So as you can see, I inserted that sound effect, and it will bring a difference to the clip. So that is very critical. So when you slow down, you have that sound effects that brings everything together. After the b-roll clips are done, now it's time to shoot some talking head, and for that I go to the 24mm f1.4. I put a formatted card and then put my headset on when I'm doing voiceover so I can listen to what I'm saying. After that, you complete the recording, the talking head portion, which is not so exciting portion of the entire thing, and then take the card out when you're done and put it back into the computer to start the editing process. In my case, I have a CalDigit docking station for my Mac, so it's easy to plug in the SD card and then start renaming the clip. I scrub through the clip to rename it properly, so I'm organizing the files at this step. And once I'm done with that process, then I start importing that clips into Finalcut Pro and start the editing process. Alright guys, that's it. Before I let you go, here is the final b-roll that's coming up after this. But if you like this video, give me that like button and consider subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. In the next video, I'm going to show the combination of A6600 with the Sony 20mm f1.8. This is a full frame lens on a APS-C camera body. That's a request from one of my subscribers, so I'm going to come up with that video next week. Until then, enjoy the b-roll sequence. Take care and see you. Bye.